Hello, South Africa. Dumelang, Huimore, Lekai, Linjani, Mulweni. My name is Pearl Kupe, and I'm so glad to be a part of the Time to Rise initiative, the Time to Rise movement, Genako, South Africa. Do you remember some years ago, there was a process that was started, and the process was called the Moral Regeneration process. And moral regeneration is key to the survival of any nation. It was great to see an initiative like this being started. If you want to preserve the next generation, if you want a nation to prosper, to move ahead, if you want a family unit to be preserved, because the family is the pillar and the basic pillar, foundational pillar of a nation. If you want them to be preserved, you have to ensure the regeneration of morals, of morality. When we look at what's been happening, though, in the last few years, we don't actually see moral regeneration. We see instead moral degeneration. And this is a challenge that's facing us as a nation. But it's not too late. We can still move and go back to that trajectory of moral regeneration. I want to encourage us as a nation to take hands together. Simunye, we are one. And let's ensure that indeed, in truth, morality, moral principles are regenerated. Oftentimes, when nations begin to change morality and morality goes into degeneration, they use the arm of law. New laws are brought in to actually take away the family unit, to bring in immorality. And I want to challenge us as South Africans in this time to say, let's start a new era. Let us make sure that the laws of South Africa are those that promote morality, those that will actually, in truth, regenerate morality. And that's what we need to do in this season. Take hands. Let's take hands. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of his throne. Righteousness exalts a nation, and sin is a reproach. So I want to encourage you out there to say, let's come together. Let's have imbizos. Let's discuss the laws. Let's make sure that we elect and select and appoint leaders who are able to facilitate the regeneration of morality by implementing laws that promote moral regeneration and not degeneration. So there's a lot that we need to do. Let's look at the judiciary. Let's make sure that the Judicial Services Commission is manned by people who can actually enforce those laws that will really promote moral regeneration. Let's make sure that our leaders that represent us in the legislature, in parliament, are those who themselves stand for moral regeneration, but also they demonstrate moral regeneration, that these are not leaders who are corrupt and demonstrate corruption and demonstrate immorality, but these are leaders who walk the walk and don't just talk the talk. So I want to invite you to join us in Time to Rise, and let's look at the issues of laws. Let's examine the laws that need to be redrafted. Let's examine the laws that will protect the morality of children, make sure that we have a next generation that will rise up and take this nation by the hand and lead this next generation. So join us together. Simunye, we are one. We are on a narrative and a trajectory of moral regeneration. Let's investigate our laws. Let's appoint men and women in the legislature, in the judiciary, even in the executive, to make sure that we can enforce this plan, implement this plan, and move on this journey back to moral regeneration. Kenako, Simunye, we are one. Let's do this, South Africa. Let's join Time to Rise. Go to our Facebook page, go to the website page, and you can join us, be a part of this movement so we can take hands as citizens who commit to taking the nation by the hand and leading this nation on a good journey back to morality, back to God. Ke nako South Africa. It's time.
So we'll rise and